As we look out this morning, there's kind of deer everywhere. We definitely see some antlers. And there's 4 or 5 bucks running around out there. They're a little bit of everywhere. And I think most of them are wild deer. It's a nice buck right out there. There was actually a couple, 2 or 3 really nice bucks right out there. Went back here to the window to shoot where I didn't have any chimes or anything in the way. And the deer kind of started wandering off a little bit, so it's kind of difficult to see the antlers at a big distance out there. There's one big old fat doe out there too. That's a buck there. A doe trying to get in here. The bucks are keeping her away. She's wanting to get in there and get some of that South Fresh. But the bucks are kind of scaring her away from it. They're aggressive. And they're not that friendly to the girls this time of the year. They're buddies with each other. But they don't care much about the ladies now. Let's see that one. It's a little buck there. Several small bucks that are wild that don't hang around here, but have come around and started hanging around a little bit. So we're seeing some new and different deer. Haven't seen Forrest out there this morning, but he was here yesterday morning. So he definitely is around somewhere close. Antlers on the eagle. I think they've pretty much already cleaned it up. That throwing this morning. But they're still finding some. There's no doubt about that. It's going to be a pretty nice little buck right there. But he's a young one, but boy, is he healthy. Wow.
What's the matter, Forrest? What's the matter, buddy? You trying to get in that feeder? Is that what you're trying to do, is get in that feeder? You're a big, pretty boy. I kind of like that. It's kind of like a crown. I don't know how you got that up there like that. He said, I was trying to get it off, boss. I'm not really like it that much. I was trying to get it off. Yeah, I was trying to get it off. Yeah, look at that big boy. I got to back off. You fill the screen completely up. Yes, you do. Looks like an 8-point. I said, come on, Jimmy. I know what's in there. Give me some food. Give me something good to eat. All right, buddy. Hang on. I'll take it off. And there's little buddy come up here for some groceries. See if I can hold it steady here. Get a little look at his antlers. Looks like he's got 6 or 7 out there. Or maybe 8. It's his second antlers. Forrest is so special, he gets a pile. He gets a pile of South Fresh, not just a little bit, but a pile of South Fresh. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, you looking good, big boy. You looking good. He doesn't come around a lot of times when the other deer are up here. He just waits until he comes up here and stands by the feeder and watches the door for Jimmy to come out. He said, I know he'll come out and give me some carrots or apples or South Fresh or something. Yeah. Look how big that deer is. That's a big old pretty buck right there. 4 years old. Honestly, you don't see many of them in the woods that are 4 years old. Anywhere around, any state that you're in. Oklahoma, I think the last time I saw a statistic down, they probably within a while, but 92% of the deer that were killed were 18 months old or less. I think it was 92, might have been 82, I don't know, but the majority of them anyway. And so that means that they can't get to be 3 or 4 or 5 years old. But Forrest, it's his 4th set of horns right here. He's born 2020. So 21, 22, 23, 24 is 4 years old. And he is a beauty. Yep, he is definitely a beauty. Big, fat, pretty thing. Working on Working on that pile of food I put down there for him. Yes, sir. A lot of ladies in love with you. He said, I don't care anything about them human ladies. I like four-legged ladies. I like four-legged ladies as well. Hi, Forrest. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. You want something to eat, huh? You want me to throw you some of that South Fresh, don't you? Yeah. Come here, buddy. Come here. Want some carrots, huh? You want a carrot? Come here, buddy. Come here. Hey, look at here. Hey. Want that? You want that, huh? Come here. Look at here. 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 It's okay. It's all right. They're friends. They're friends. They're okay. Forrest is a little nervous because I got Billy Cheek, my buddy, and his wife Janice is here, and actually Janice is shooting camera for us right now. And we got there's probably a half a dozen bucks here. Little buddy over here, he won't quite eat out of my hand, but his antlers are growing. And Forrest, one of the tricks in getting a deer that's pretty wild to eat out of your hands is let them come to you. Whoop, I'm sorry, buddy. Here. Let them come to you, and you see what he's done right there. He's finally walked up to me, and he loves carrots, and so he's obviously, hey buddy, he don't really like to be touched much, and I had tried to get that green collar, down around his neck, and back before his antlers started growing this year. That's his 4th set of horns. Beautiful, going to be a nice 10. You see when I start messing with him, you see what happens? He doesn't like to be messed with. Hey, he said, Jimmy, he said, come out here and throw me some feed. And what all these guys are here, and there's some girls and guys both here. If you look, the deer that do not have any tag in their ear, which the only two that have tags is Forrest and little buddy. Forrest, he said, I'll come up here, Jimmy. Don't be messing around with me. But as they get older, they get wilder. This deer here was raised, Sherry and Jordyn actually raised this deer. Of course, it's everybody's favorite deer if you're on here every day. This is Mr. Forrest. He's everybody's favorite, named after Forrest Gump. He was crippled as a baby. That's why we had to raise him on a bottle. Don't really like to raise bucks on a bottle because they can be dangerous during the rut. They kill people. It's how dangerous they can be. But now you can see every other deer out there except little buddy is a wild deer. No tags in any of them here. There's 3 does right there, which those 3 does is actually 2 does, and then looks like the baby from last year, who looks like she's also carrying. He knows what I'm doing when I'm throwing those out there, so he's watching. He's thinking somebody else is going to eat those, but I'm going to stay here and eat from Jimmy's hand. But two crunches and the carrot's gone. That's how quick he eats carrots. That's how quick you eat carrots. Yeah, you're a good boy. He used to take them out of my mouth, and he still does it occasionally. But again, it gets a little close to him. I mean, you can see he's so cautious, even though he was raised. Rode around the car with Sherry. He'd lay down, and Jordyn carried him around. He'd lay down in the front seat of the car when he's a baby and go with her. And they followed those girls around. But you can see he's a little bit wilder. But what he's really here for me to do is come over here and throw some feed out of the Texas Hunter deer stand, Texas Hunter feeder. Throw some feed out and out. This is what he's wanting right here. This is what the carrots are a treat, but here's what he's really wanting. Watch this. Come on, looky there, looky there. And that's what. And those others are wild deer. They were born in the wild, not in a pen. And they're here just because they feel safe and secure. Look at those does. They feel safe and secure, so they're. And there's two wild bucks out there in the distance that's staying. They're holding their distance, but as soon as I get away from here, they're going to come on up here too. Now, over a period of time, they will get a little closer. Hardly ever, though, do you get a wild deer that you can feed out of your hands. It happens. If you raise them from a baby, though, you could certainly do it. You raise them from a baby, you can do it. Apache's here, and he's over there feeding little Sally and Black Beauty, his little Black Beauty that he saved her life. And there you go, guys. Some of you, there's a carrot. All these carrots will disappear. All right, let's walk over and get a little shot of Apache feeding. Okay, we got something else going on out here this morning. That happens 3 or 4 times a day. Apache's family. Apache's got a family, but this is his 4-legged family right here. And this is his 2 prize babies right here, Sally. And Sally was about to die. And then Black Beauty, which was born in a triplet, the little baby of a triplet, the 3rd one. And many times in the wild, the 3rd one just simply the mama lets die. The deer have the triplets that are not, are not usual. The twins are. If a deer are healthy, they'll have twins a lot. But triplets, what happens in the wild a lot of times is the mama just won't take care of all 3 of them, and one of them will end up dying. And sometimes they just run off and leave it in the woods. And she was a triplet. Now she was born in the pen, but her mama still wasn't taking care of her. Sometimes they just simply, I guess, maybe not have enough milk to feed them both. And but these 2 are Apache's babies. And Sally there with the little collar on. And then Black Beauty, and he calls her Black Beauty because she's got a lot of dark hair on her. You can't see her tail, but she's got some really black on her tail. And she's a white-tailed deer, but she's got black on her tail, and she's got black on her head. If you look at her from the front, and she's a little bit darker color. And oh, he's looking good. Now here's another one that he's had at home, and he brought up here. And Benelli wants to play with him. Benelli, get back. No, Benelli wants to play with him, and of course the deer, these babies, they're not afraid of Benelli because Benelli's with us, and they're not afraid of us. And this is a little buck that was dying. Apache's been nurturing him for the last 2 or 3 days, and he's had to take him home. He takes him home, keeps him in the bedroom, which is a mess, and a lot of cleaning up every day. And you see the little deer's a little bit afraid of Benelli, but not much. Benelli, no, leave him alone. Benelli wants to play. She doesn't want to do anything but play with the deer, and she loves them too. You see how excited she gets about them. But you see the little deer. Look at that. The little deer, Benelli's a friend. See, Benelli's a friend. Now, here's the deal, though. That deer is going to become, if we can keep him alive, a 200-pound buck with big old antlers like Forrest. Look at little deer. See, she's wanting to play. I think she's wanting to play. She may be wanting to get after him. He's got a little attitude. Look at that tail. Look, see, yeah, she's wanting to play with Benelli, and Benelli's wanting to play with her. And we can't let that happen because more than likely Benelli might hurt her accidentally or hurt him. But you can see he's looking good, though. Now, all that is really good because a couple days ago he couldn't walk. And so Benelli's nursed him back to this situation here. Apache's nursed him back, not Benelli. Benelli is so excited, wants to play with those babies. But and once those babies get big, Benelli's going to be their friend. Now, they may or may not want to play with her, and they'll be bigger than she is by quite a bit, But until that time, but that little buck's looking good. Apache, your baby's looking good. I think you saved him. What do you think?
Yeah, it's doing a lot better. He was almost dead, that one.
Yeah, he was almost dead a couple days ago.
Those other ones, the other 2, but they wild. I got to put them in there to catch them, to feed them.
That's good. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. That's fantastic. Mama Apache right there. Apache's babies. And those deer will love him forever. Those deer will be 10 years old. Some of the, and if we can keep them, and the does will live 10 years. And they'll love Apache. It's just like a part of them. That one there, he has to catch her and hold him to feed her. And see, he's not. Once he gets used to, he'll run up to Apache and eat just like Sally and Black Beauty does. Yeah.
That was a fun week. Forrest and the babies. I will try to get in the pen and show you what happened to the antlers with with Prince Charming this week and Casper. Pretty amazing, pretty amazing. The babies and Apache, I'm telling you what, those babies love him. I'm telling you, they love him, and he loves them right back. He loves them right back. They are just, they're special to him. We've had a hard time keeping some of the babies alive, but he's nursed them back just amazingly. And I don't know, it seems like the babies here at the house have done really well. We'll try to look at them a little bit before the week's out too, or either that or either next week. But things are pretty exciting. Antlers are getting larger. Babies are getting larger. Babies are pretty much all born, I think. And life is good. What can I say? Praise God. Guys and girls, have a great one. Remember, I surely love you.